We back, Remy Workouts Roundtable, episode 3.
This table is actually an oval, but
Roundtable, episode 3.
whatever. Anyways, what's up?
So we back with my brother here. I call him Dennis Rodman on steroids. We fresh off a game, by the way. Okay, we fresh off a game. 19 points, 23 rebounds. It's nothing. It's easy. But it's my brother. Okay. This man is an animal on the court. This man is so out of body that he skipped his senior year of high school and went straight to college because he felt like high school was too easy.
In a sense, yeah.
Dominated college. Potential was through the roof. No other than my brother, Andre Drummond.
So, everybody, hey, all 3 cameras that's in the house.
Got my brother Andre Drummond here, man. We fresh off a game, which is so amazing. Quickly, we just talk about the game, man.
Yeah, it's 1 a.m., by the way, so.
It is.
This
1
This
a.m.
is love right here.
Super love, man. 1 a.m., fresh off a game. Played against the Lakers, the LeBron-less Lakers. He sat out today. He had the low, what is this called again? Load management?
Load management.
Yeah, load management.
Load management.
But yeah, man, 19 points, 23 rebounds, couple blocks, couple steals, another win for the hot Pistons, man. They've been on a tear lately. So for him to be here right now, to be doing this at 1 a.m., man, it's love, man. The brotherhood always stays strong.
You know, it's good to be here, man.
All right, so let's get right into it. Where are you from? Like people, like what's your nationality and where you from? Like
nationality, I'm a full-blooded Jamaican.
Full-blooded Jamaican.
Yeah, y'all.
Jamaican, Naguan, huh?
You know, I was born in New York, lived in Connecticut most of my life, Middletown, Connecticut. So been there ever since, did all my schooling, high school, you know, went to UConn there as well, too. So
for sure.
Connecticut is where I say I'm from.
Did you pick that school because you was from Connecticut, like you wanted to stay home, or
you know, UConn is like a household family thing.
Absolutely.
Stanley Robinson, Hashim Thabit used to get the hair braided at my aunt's salon, so I used to see them from like age 12.
Wow. Didn't know that.
To so on and so forth. So that's kind of like a cool fact. So I used to get my aunt used to braid their hair.
We had if we had a DJ Klug bomb, that would have been dropped just now. We didn't know that. You understand? That's some news. We heard it first here. But go ahead and finish.
So that was pretty cool to see those guys and just going to games all the time. Used to get us tickets to games and stuff like that. So I feel like I grew up in a UConn family off the rip. So
facts.
When I graduated high school, I just didn't know what I wanted to do. My mom kind of just forced me to go to college because high school just was too easy. I wanted to go back. I fought with her for like 2 months to go back because all my friends are still there. But my game was just so far past it. Yeah, so far past high school, and especially the summer I just had to. Yeah, it was nuts. So that's what I believe.
So in Connecticut, was it like you grew up in the suburbs, the hood? Like talk about like the childhood, like how you in Connecticut. Like I need to know the childhood of Andre Drummond. Like,
you know,
how was it?
Living in a 2-bedroom apartment. I slept in the basement. My sister had her own room, slept on a sofa bed. That was broke. I broke it one day, messing around with one of my friends. So I slept on a broken sofa bed for like 8-9 years. So I can imagine the back problems I had growing up.
Wow. Hey, you know, I know about the back problems from time to time.
So that was tough. And then I went away for school. My sophomore year of high school. I left my public high school, went to Capital Prep in Hartford. And then I left and went to St. Thomas More. And that's kind of when everything kind of changed and elevated and advanced for me because I was playing with 19, 20-year-old guys and I was 14, 15 years old. So ever since then.
That's probably where you develop like that toughness, that I don't care attitude because like that's missing from the game from kids these days. Like they don't get to go play in the hood against older people. It's just trainers and then travel. Like that part of playing against older people is like
figuring
a lost art. That's where you learn your competitiveness, toughness, all that type of stuff. And I feel like kids don't have that these days. That's why they grow up a little lost, a little soft. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
which is why the game's changing a lot.
Yeah, for sure. And you got to change with what the time is. Like, so that was your childhood, you know what I'm saying? Like, what introduced you to basketball though? Like what put the basketball? Because you look at yourself, you look like a fucking tight end. So where did basketball come into this?
Man, my uncle, you know, put a basketball in my hand growing up. My Uncle Phil.
Yep.
And you know, I played ever since. I was never really good. I was really uncoordinated. I was 6 foot in the 5th grade. So you can imagine how awkward and uncoordinated I was.
Facts.
So just figuring it out from there, just being clumsy and just getting laughed at. My mom used to call my games growing up, you know, comedy hour. So, so that was her entertainment for the day after work, was come watch me play basketball, tripping up and down the court, shooting on the wrong hoop. Wow. I remember one game, the jump ball hit and it came to me. I turned around and shot on the opposing team's basket.
It's crazy.
So I have a lot of funny stories of that. But then growing up, getting to like my freshman year of high school, I started getting a little more coordination. Another funny story for you. My freshman year, my first game I played.
Freshman year of high school?
Yes, freshman year of high school, first game I ever played. We were playing Hartford Public High School.
Okay.
So I get a steal. It's early in the game, probably like 4 or 5 minutes in the game. I get a steal. I'm on a fast break. Nobody's in front of me. I'm by myself.
Yeah.
Dribbling. I get to the free throw line. Take one more dribble, and I kick the ball out of my hand into the stands and hits an old lady in the head. The ambulance came and everything. She was like knocked out for a short period of time.
Wow.
So that was an embarrassing moment for me.
So you was on your Steve Urkel, but playing ball.
Yeah, it was really bad. I ended up having like 1.3 rebounds, played like 8 minutes. They took me out of the game immediately after that.
Like, who was that one person that was like a coach or somebody that was like, hey, let's keep working, let's keep doing this, let me take you to practice, or who was that person around?
Well, definitely my uncle was one for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you met my high school coach today. My head coach, Patrick Sullivan, was
Mm-hmm.
another one, and then J.R. Hargraves were the 3 people that kind of kept me going, and my mom for sure, too. Always made me keep working out and playing as well, too. So, you know, without them, I probably wouldn't be where I'm at now, because they really put the fight in me. They pushed me to keep playing.
So, like, throughout the clumsy days and the bad days of playing, like, you found a way. They found a way to keep you interested in the sport, correct? Yeah. That's dope, man. So, you know, just this long period of time, me and you've been connected, man, and just knowing you and seeing your family and seeing how you have a very super tight, close circle of friends and family. Like, you don't trust easy. You know what I mean? You're observant of what's going on before you trust anybody. And I see the super love that you have for your mom and your sister.
For sure.
Like, how was that growing up? Where did that super love, like your mom is everywhere, like she's like mom. Like when you see your mom, she's like everyone's mom. Yeah, like she's one of those moms, like where, there's like teen mom everywhere. Like she's one of those moms, like, hey mom, you know what I mean? Like that's one of those moms. So like, how important is she to you, and how influential is she to you and your sister? Like,
yeah, my mom's my everything. That's all I had. You know, growing up without a father was tough for me. Yeah, I was really resentful towards my mom too. Growing up, we never really had a close relationship, her or my sister. Never really had a close relationship till maybe about 2-3 years ago when we finally had like a family meeting, just sat down and discussed that this is all we have, so we gotta keep it close. And then ever since then, you know, we've just been together. So it's been good. It's been tough growing up because it's hard to grow up without a father and listening to 2 women in the house all day, pretty much getting bullied because I'm the only male in the house. 100%. So I had to do everything, but it made me who I am today. I think they made me the strong person I am today. You know, again, without them, a lot of things wouldn't have been shit. None of this would happen.
For sure, man. That's amazing, man. Like, you know, and it's tough because, you know, a lot of guys in the NBA have this same story. You know, a lot of people grow up without a father and they still figure out how to make it. It just shows your perseverance. It shows your toughness. But when did you grow up, like, and you was like, I'm a man, you ain't gonna tell me what to do no more, mom and sister. Like, I'm the man of the house now. Like, I grew up with 2 women telling me what to do. It's a wrap now. Like, it's me. I'm the man. When did that moment happen?
I think when I leased my first house by myself without her knowing. I was 19. I was living, it was probably my second year.
In the NBA?
Yeah.
Okay.
My second year. So I lived with my mom my first year in the middle of my second year, too.
Oh, wow.
A lot of people don't know that either. You know, I just woke up one day, I was like, I can't live like this anymore. I need to be independent. I'm 19 years old, you know. when I was dating somebody, sneaking them in and out of my house throughout the night was just too much for me. So for me, I just woke up one day. I was like, you know, I'm gonna find myself a real estate agent, and I'm gonna lease myself a crib and move out the house. So little did I know, I leased a house, but I ended up finding out she bought me a condo 3 weeks prior to that and was about to surprise me with it a couple of days after I told her I was moving out. She's like, well, what are we doing with this condo? I was like, shit, we'll give it back. But she was ready to kick me out anyways, too. So we kind of both came to understanding at the same time that it's time for me to go.
Yeah, it's time to leave the bird's nest, man.
Yeah,
you got to grow.
Got to venture out, figure it out for
you
myself.
You got any funny stories, like mom catching you doing anything, like at the crib?
No, I
like,
was pretty good. She's never caught me once.
Yeah,
I think she's had ideas, but I don't think she's ever caught me once.
So, obviously, you were learning the game young. In high school, you developed as a dominant player, right?
For sure.
You started to be super dominant. What was that like? Like, when did you say, all right, I got my coordination. It's time to roll?
The summer of my sophomore year, when I was getting ready to leave to go to St. Thomas more.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I just started playing. I was in the game, and I started doing stuff I never did before. Mm-hmm. Dribbling the ball up the court, shooting the ball the right way. Yep. Everything was fundamental. I was dunking the ball the right way.
So that was, when did you get your first dunk?
Oh, I dunked when I was like 12.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That's crazy. And I got ejected from the game shortly after that, too. I was in the summer league game. I was hanging on the rim, swinging and
all
that shit,
too.
So
God.
first dunk of the game, I was on the fast break, took off, dunked with 2 hands. They kicked me out after that. I was tight. I was having a good game, too.
So people get drafted, you see a lot of people with tears and different emotion. You growing up, single parent home. Like, what was it like when you finally got drafted? You walk across that stage. What kind of energy went through your body? What do you like? Damn, we made it, mom, family. Man. Like, how was it? Did you cry? Did you not cry?
No, I definitely cried for sure too.
Absolutely.
I'm sure you'll find the video and put it up there.
Yeah.
It's an embarrassing video. I was crying like
not embarrassing.
I was
bro.
crying like a bitch. I ain't gonna hold you. No, because when I came out of college, I was told I was gonna be a top 3 pick. So obviously it didn't go that way. I fell to 9.
Yeah. So
sitting there in the green room, hearing the numbers called, everybody knew Anthony Davis was going first, and next was who was number 2 again? Michael Kidd-Gilchrist was second. Then third was Bradley Beal, then Deion Waiters. So then after those 4 picks went, I was confused. I'm like, damn, what's going on? I thought I was supposed to go by now. So I started getting a little emotional around that time, around the 4th or 5th pick. Mm-hmm. And then I got a phone call. So funny story, Detroit had me work. I didn't work out for Detroit.
Okay.
I told them no. I was like, there's no way I'm falling to 9. I need to work out for you guys.
Yeah.
So I get a phone call from Joe Dumars and George Davis, who was the GMs at the time.
Yeah.
At 2 a.m. the night before the draft, they called my agent. It's like, hey, can we work on Andre right now?
The Pistons asked this?
Yeah. It's 2
a.m.
2 a.m. So I get a phone call. I'm asleep. I get a call from my agent. He's like, hey, what are you doing? I said, sleep. He was like, all right, well, get dressed. You're coming to work out. I said, excuse me? He's like, yeah, the Pistons want to watch you work out. I said, for what? It's 2 in the morning. He's like, just do it. You never know. You don't want to burn no bridges with nobody.
Facts.
I was like, all right, fuck it. So I get dressed. So I get there around like 2:30, 2:45. We do workout for like an hour.
Who worked you out? The actual Pistons, not a workout.
I forgot who the trainer was there that worked there, so I can't really recall who it was. But yeah, did a workout with him. It went really well. So after I'm sitting down next to Joe Dumars and George David, and I was like, if you fall to 9, just know that you have a home. So in the back of my head, I'm like, I'm not fucking falling to 9. Like, what are you talking about,
this was
bro?
like, why y'all wake me up?
Like, why am I waking at 3 in the morning working out? Even though I killed it, I was happy, I was satisfied. So I go back home. So then fast forward back to the draft again. It's like the 7th pick goes by. So now 8th pick. So the dude with the hat is standing next to me. I'm like, damn, I'm going to Toronto. Like, shit. I don't even have a passport. I was like, now I got to go through all this shit. Got to go through all this shit. I got to go through all this different shit now to, to move up to a different country.
Yeah.
Then he goes to Terrence Ross. So then I start crying. I fucking lost it, bro. Lost it. Like, I just didn't care who was watching me. I'm like, shit. I just, like, had, like, flashbacks to, like, everything growing up. Just the doubt, the people telling me no, you couldn't do this, just people laughing at me, blah, 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 second and third, the whole spiel.
Yeah.
And just to hear my name being called, and I was like, holy shit, I did it.
Fucking amazing. Fucking amazing.
I was like, damn, I did it. This is dope. You know, going up on the stage, I'm shaking and shit. I'm like trying to get my composure back. You know, shaking David Stern's hand, knowing it was his last year or two, was like a monumental moment for me as well, too. Not a lot of people understand how huge that is to shake that guy's hand. I mean, no knock on Adam Silver. He's a fantastic,
it's just David Silver.
It's just David Stern.
Yeah,
like,
David Stern, I mean.
You know, you watch the guys that he's inducted into the league, and
facts.
You know, just to be one of those guys that got a chance to do that was huge for me. Like on this documentary, I'm up there, like on the documentary, and me shaking his hand like this shit is huge.
Dope.
So after that, you know, come down from my interview, still all messed up, faces red as hell, my eyes is red, still crying and shit. I'm over there trying to answer questions, shaking and shit. So,
like, yo, this like, bullshit.
Yo, can I like go get myself together? There's no time for none of that. Press conference came around, so I'm sitting in a room with all these hundreds of reporters. Like, yeah, so what are you gonna bring to the Pistons? I'm like, shit, this energy and effort, that's it. Left it at that. And got up out of there. So
man, I remember it being like we were excited because my best friend, you know, Brandon Knight, was there.
Yeah.
So we were like, who is this Andre Drummond guy? We went to go doing research. We was excited. We were like, damn, you got a legit big dog. Like that's about to come over there. Like so we were excited, dog. Like how was it with him? I remember you guys were like pretty close.
We were close, yeah.
Yeah, real close.
We're similar, close in age, and he was already in the league for
a year.
2 years. Yeah, a year already.
A year, yep.
It was the second year. It was my first year.
Yep.
So meeting him was huge because he was the starting point guard. So I was always told to always be cool with your point guards.
For sure.
So I immediately got attached to him.
Yeah.
Started hanging out, going to dinner, doing different things together.
Yeah.
And then over time, we just built a friendship that
sure.
just lasted to this day.
For sure.
You know, to this day, we're still cool. So that's the best thing about the NBA is when you do find those certain guys that you find yourself attached to.
Absolutely.
No matter where they go in their career, you still end up talking to them.
It's dope, man. It's a brotherhood. We all in Miami working out, and you seeing them and running into them, and it's like, damn, we got history. It's all dope, man. So making it to the NBA, obviously, you're like, fuck, I'm rich, pretty much now.
Nigga got chicken.
I got chicken now.
I ain't got to sleep on no damn sofa bed no more.
So you think about those days. So, you know, for the fans who don't understand, like, I want to know, and you explain to them, tell me one, what was your dumbest purchase that you want to take back?
I've never had a dumb purchase, like, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, like for me, like most people's first instinct when they get money is to go spend it on something crazy, like buy an OD car, or a big ass crib, or like stupid jewelry. For me, like I was like, shit, how do I save all this at one time? Because like I've never had money, so for me it's like,
how do you have that mind frame already? Like,
shit,
that's
nigga,
crazy.
I broke my whole life. I ain't trying to go back.
Facts. But a lot of people get the money and been broke their whole life. They're like, I ain't never have it, so.
For me, I didn't care. I was like, I know I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it eventually, but I wasn't in a rush to get it right away. And I've seen the different stories. Like my mom used to make me watch all these documentaries growing up, and just like all these people that lost their money, stuff. They're even in music in their respected areas. So I always had that in the back of my head, like jewelry, cars, homes always depreciate. Well, not homes, but cars and jewelry always depreciate when you buy them. So I've always had that mindset. So when I did get money, I was like, all right, what's the first thing I need to do? I need to find something to invest in. I need to save as much as I can this first contract, because who the hell knows when I'll get signed again, or if I get signed again, I got to have enough to live off of.
Yeah.
So I'm already planning for my exit, like I'm not about to be here for a long time. This is year 7, like it's a blessing, but
that's amazing.
I was already planning for my exit, like I need to be straight for the rest of my life once I come in here.
That's dope. That's crazy because a lot of guys don't really have their mind on straight that young to make that decision to say, hey, I want to invest. Yeah, you have your agents and you have your.
Like, I didn't even drive my first year. My mom drove me everywhere. I didn't have my license when I came to the NBA.
I remember that.
My mom drove me to practice. So think about that shit. Like I'm still in middle school, getting driven to practice. This shit is nuts.
Hey mom, be back. Be back in the 2 hours.
Yeah, come back and give me 2 hours.
Don't get treatment, baby. We gotta go. Like,
so it's crazy. She used to bring me to practice every day. And it got to a point where I I ended up taking my driver's test. Well, I was too young. I came in at 17, so I couldn't even get my license yet.
Facts. And then boom.
Yeah, so everything happened so quick. So when I did turn 18 finally, I had no time to sit down and study the fucking driver's test and go take the test. It was straight to it. Once I came in, I had to go straight to Orlando. Summer league started.
Facts.
Came back, training camp started. I didn't have time to go take a driver's test.
You was like, fuck it.
So I was like, all right, just like I do at home, walk everywhere. Shit ain't no problem.
What do you think your smartest purchase was? Like something that you're like, damn, that was fucking
shit, a
smart.
vehicle.
That was, what was your first car?
I had an Escalade, a red Escalade. No, I didn't get a red. I had a black Escalade first. I had a black Escalade.
Did you buy it before you got your license?
No.
Okay,
after
so
I got
you
my
wait
license.
after.
Yeah,
a lot of people do that. Like, oh, a car, and fuck, but you can't even drive, bro.
Yeah, no, I bought it. I bought it after I got my license. So that was the best purchase I got.
Important question. So, what was your welcome to the NBA? Who bust your ass for the first time?
Howard.
Dwight Howard.
Don't quote me, but I think he had like 34 and like 20.
God damn, Thundercat. Thundercat got you, huh?
Yeah.
Shout out Thundercat, man. Dwight is my guy.
He did me filthy. I remember that very, very vivid. He let me have it.
Where was this, in Orlando?
No,
or?
it was at home.
Oof.
Which made it worse. I had to go home and just hear my mom complain.
She was pissed. Mom be on your ass, boy.
You would think my mom is a part of the coaching staff.
Facts. She be loud. She knows
whole
statistics. Like today, even after the game, we're talking like, first thing she said to me was like, Stan, did you see the plus minus? I'm like, what? That's not mother talk. What are you doing? Plus minus? About? Yes, I seen it. Plus 25. Oh, yeah, plus 25, plus minus. Amazing. By the way, just let you know.
That's pretty good. I didn't know I had that too.
He always had that, like a very high plus minus. But, so Dwight Howard was the first person that, what was he doing? Like giving you hooks, running the floor?
This is when he was like,
he was on
Dwight Howard.
Orlando,
he was on his shit.
Orlando,
yeah.
Right? Yeah, he was unbelievable at that time.
He was still getting his stuff off. So you take me with the running hooks, spin moves, his bodying me up. I just was too frail for him.
So, obviously, you know, in the intro I called you Dennis Rodman on steroids. So that's fucking rebounding. So where did you get that love for like rebounding? Like obviously like you're amazing out there for the simple fact that guess what? You get 0 play calls for you. Right?
That's a fact.
We train so that we're prepared for the gray area. The gray area I call in basketball the 10% of shit you don't know what's gonna happen. Low shot clock, you get it. It's time to boogie. You get it off the rim, now you got to push the ball. Oh, shit, I've been working on my handles. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the gray area. But you are like an energy animal. I've never seen anybody in pursuit of rebounds. And it's like you can tell it's like it's something you want to do. For guards down there, you like, if you don't get your ass away from this rebound.
I got stories what I've done to guards, bro, on my team.
Please talk to me about your love for rebounding and in your stories, amazing stories about rebounding.
So for me, when I did get drafted, again, my high school coaches, you know, JR, Sully, and you know, my Uncle Phil, they said in order for you to stay in the league, you need to find something that you're really, really good at and perfect it.
Got some good coaches.
So
some very
blocking
good
shots, I'm very everybody that has seen me, like, damn, you're not as tall as I thought you were. I'm very undersized for my position. So, but I want rebounds more than everybody else. Like, I'm willing to sacrifice my body to get a rebound. So not everybody is willing to do that, which is why I get so many in games.
Facts.
So I started doing it early.
Like high school early?
No, like early in my career. I mean, I told you I averaged 18 rebounds in high school.
Shit. So it's
27,
been
18, and 8 blocks. So I've been doing it.
It's not because you're just big. I'm telling you.
This is like on a different spectrum, though. Like playing against grown men and being 18 and still getting 12, 14 rebounds a game.
Facts.
You know, against guys like that. So for me, it's just the will and the drive and the want it more. And it's funny, I said it today. LeBron was telling JaVale McGee, oh, you got to stop rebounding. I said, shit, I can't be stopped. Like,
you really can't.
You can't stop me. I want it more.
Like, the shit is crazy. Like you literally are in pursuit of everything. I watched you today. You caught it, missed the layup, tapped it in, missed it, grabbed it back, pump fake, layup, missed it, grabbed it again, dunked the shit. I'm like, the second and third and fourth jumps, it's like
it's too quick.
People give up. Like, you still keep going. Like, the shit is nuts. Like,
that's how I get somebody. People give up after the second one.
Exactly.
And I'm going to keep going for it.
And it's important that, like, you know, what you said, like, you come into the NBA with a lot of aspirations. I want to be an all-star. I want to be a Hall of
For
Famer.
sure.
I want to do certain things. But at the end of the day, you know, you found something that you're great at. Not just good or okay. You're great at it. And you can go down as a Hall of Famer off something like this.
For sure.
So guess what? You don't have to score the 30 a game like
Don't
everyone else. And mind you, you're still getting your points off of energy and ISOs, whatever. But at the end of the day, you have something that you are amazing at. And you can go down as a Hall of Famer. What does that mean to you that you could possibly, if you stay at this rate, become a Hall of Famer?
Yeah, the rate, at the pace I'm going at right now, I'm pretty much going to be named the best rebounder ever.
That's it.
And that's the goal that I have set for myself. So I'm going for it. You know, the number one rebounder in the league right now for the past 3-4 years now.
Facts.
So it only gets better from here. But a funny story about I was going to tell you about rebounding with the
Rebounding
guards.
with the guards, yep.
Guards on my team.
Yep.
So I'll tell you who I did too. Reggie Jackson was probably the second person. I used to do it to Brandon Jennings, but he stopped pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
But Reggie was a little more hard-headed.
Yeah.
So Reggie's a rebounding guard too. So
For
I would see him come in and grab rebounds that were right in front of me. So I would look at him and say, "Yo, you straight?" He's like, "What?" I'm like, "Don't fucking touch the basketball, bro. What are you doing? I'll give it to you. Let me get the rebound. This is what I get paid to do, bro. Don't come in my area fucking with my shit."
Facts.
So get the fuck out of here, get up court, and I'll swing it to you. So he just kept doing it one day. And he'll tell you this too if you talk to him. So he came in one day and tried to get a rebound. I elbowed him in the mouth.
Wow. Set the tone.
But he came back again the next game and did it again. So I hit him again. It happened like 2 more times after that. Purpose.
Wow.
I kept hitting him. So then he finally just stopped doing it. Like now he don't even, like we be just looking at the ball sometimes. Let me see if he's going to get it.
Cause yeah, listen,
cool. We get that. Here you go.
It's like taking a bone from a goddamn pit bull.
That's a fact.
Try sticking your goddamn hand in there.
Go ahead. Good luck. See what you
saying? Like, hey, I don't ask you. You don't tell me I can shoot threes, right?
Yeah.
This is what I do.
This is what I'm down here for. Don't come down here.
So something Shaq used to do, right? And I used to tell you, like,
stay in the paint for 3 seconds.
Oh, that shit used to be amazing. So funny. Like, if he didn't get the ball, he'd be like, "All right, bitch, I'm going to stand in the lane and get 3 seconds." Like, he would literally get a 3-second call. I watched him in Miami do this shit over and over when people not giving him the ball. And you're like, damn, we want to win. We're not going to just keep turning the ball over. So different people got different ways of saying, hey, this is what I want done.
Nah, I'm doing it the physical way.
Physical way. And I love it. I love it.
Down here, this is what I feel when I'm down here. So now you're gonna get exactly what I get.
So, like in your history, obviously you're big. What bigs in the NBA, like, that you mocked your game after, or not even necessarily mocked your game after, but you looked up to and say, hey, I want to take a little from this, I want to take a little from this, I want to take a little from this?
I think I took most of my game from Sean Kemp, which is why he's one of my favorite players. Sean Kemp is a high-energy guy, runs up and down the court like a gazelle.
Top 5 dunkers of NBA history.
I don't got the super athleticism like him. I'm more of just an in-game player. He just got stupid bounce.
Facts.
But just his athleticism and his will and drive is what I've taken mostly from his game. Dwight Howard, when he was in his prime, I watched a lot of his stuff too. Hakeem Olajuwon, some of his footwork stuff, I watched some of his stuff too. Shaq, just his toughness and the will to go through people and dunk on them.
What's crazy is like the 90s era of big men. Like every night you had to go against an all-star big. It was unbelievable. Like Patrick Ewing. It was guys that people don't even remember, like Rick Smits, who was fucking hell. Like he used to play for the Pacers, setting crazy screens, great on the block.
Soft touch. Like
David Robinson, Tim Duncan, Hakeem Olajuwon, like you said, Shaquille O'Neal. Like that era was crazy. In my favorite big of all time, obviously I know Kareem is probably the best center of all time. But to me, but Hakeem Olajuwon was on some shit. I watched him in one playoff bust Patrick Ewing's ass, bust Shaquille O'Neal's ass. Okay, like
his footwork is incredible.
Bust David Robinson's ass, all in one playoff where he's knocking them off one by fucking one. And people don't realize that. I think he is like #1 in blocks.
Hakeem Olajuwon is
in history, I think. For big.
I
He's very, I think he's up there, man, like a #1 in blocks. and he's always top 5 in steals, like as a big. He reminds me of you. Like you get a lot of fucking steals. You do this little thing that I catch you doing now. You know what I'm talking about. You do this little thing. Your ass don't run back on D. You be sitting there creeping.
Waiting for it.
Waiting for it. And what's crazy is
they throw a stupid pass.
They throw the stupid pass. I be watching guys, oh shit. They go, Andre. Like this shit is so funny, dog. You do this shit. You at least get one a game. Like it's amazing. And I watch you, go coast to coast with your handle. Like I feel like in your early years, you were like want to be a guard type shit. Like at some point. Like, where did the handles come? Like, what aspirations of that?
I mean, if you watch me in high school, I literally would run plays. I ran sets for our teams.
See
like,
what I'm saying?
Brought the ball to the floor and was doing things like that. It just never translated into college. They just like, all right, what are you doing? We've never seen this before.
Facts.
You're not supposed to be doing this.
You ain't supposed to be doing this.
Supposed to be doing
Sit your ass underneath the basket.
So that's really how my game has changed and why it took so long for me to adapt to how I am now today as a player. Because I was so used to having the ball in my hands, playing off pick and rolls, shooting threes and stuff like that too. So when I got to the NBA, even in college, I was just like, damn, this is a whole different ballgame. I got to figure out basketball over again. I've never been down here before.
That's crazy.
Like when I'm in the post, I'm looking to pass. I was never looking to score. So they give me the ball, go score. I'm like, shit, what do I do down here? I'm used to facing the hoop and I have my back to it.
I remember I was working out like 3 years ago for the first time, and I was like, the fuck? Andre's good as fuck. Like, he has potential to be crazy. Like, and my whole thing with you was just, hey, lock in. Learn how to work on your game. Like, this is what people was doing. This is the thing where you got to put in the extra work. You got to do the extra things so that you can set yourself apart. If you just go to training camp or you just go to practice and you just do these things that it's not enough. That's what everyone else does. What are you going to do to set yourself apart? And I feel like, especially in these last 2 years, you set yourself apart. You've overcome the year that you've had last year. And mind you, it's crazy because you was an all-star last year. You're not an all-star this year, and you're having a better year than you did last year. So guess what? In my mind, as a trainer, as a friend, that doesn't hurt me. I don't care if you didn't make it because guess what? We improved. We're having a better year. You're having a career year this year, right? Better than the first year when you made the all-star game. So not making the all-star game sometimes, it's a blow. Because you that's your aspiration, that's your goals, but at the end of the day, guess what's better? Your team is winning. You're going to the playoffs. That's what really matters. You know what I'm saying? They value players on wins and losses at the end of the day. For you to be doing what you're doing, having a better year on a winning team holds more weight to me than making an all-star on a team that didn't make the playoffs. So for me, like I feel like you're having an unbelievable year, and I appreciate you letting me be a part of the journey.
Sure.
It's been an amazing journey. I'm out here now so that you can be getting better. We're gonna get in the gym tomorrow. We're gonna put in work. I want to talk about one other thing before we leave the podcast today. Is your amazing other talents. Like, obviously you're funny. I mean, you got like that different type of humor. I think it's funny to me. But your real talent away from basketball is music. Like, where did that come from? Like, where did your love for music come from? Like,
I've always loved music. Every style and genre of music, I've loved it. I started DJing like 3-4 years ago.
Like Shaq DJ?
Yeah.
You remember when we went somewhere and Shaq was DJing?
It was in Miami.
In Miami, I live. Yes, it was. His ass was in there DJing. I've never seen a 7 foot.
He was pressing play though. He already had his stuff mixed. I watched him.
So he wasn't on his 90s DJ.
He was catching people lacking. He had his stuff pre-made.
So I seen when you went back there, you was in there like, you were something else.
Yeah, I was looking at myself. He's not even doing nothing. He's just pressing play.
Shaq on his BS.
Yeah, so I seen what he was doing. But yeah, I started DJing about 3-4 years ago, and I loved it. Mastered it. Got really good at blending music and learning the whole art of DJing and what people like to hear and things like that. I've done a couple shows. I've done stuff in Miami, done stuff in Jamaica, did stuff in Connecticut, did stuff all over the place.
That is dope.
And then one day I was with some of my homies who do music, and I went to the studio with them. I'm like, damn, I enjoyed the process.
Facts.
I enjoyed like them creating the beat, creating the songs, the lyrics, the mess ups. Just the whole situation was just so cool to me. So I was like, damn, I actually like this a lot more than playing other people's stuff. I was like, why not I make my own music, have people play my stuff and vibe to it, than me playing stuff to get everybody else's reaction. I want to see what people think about what I'm doing. So I started doing music. Never really told anybody. Did it on the low. Recorded a couple things. Had fun with it. You know, some of my friends heard some of my earlier stuff. I played some stuff for Tales recently, maybe 2 or 3 days ago. Like some of my first songs I've ever done. Absolutely terrible.
Listen, you can't be great off the rip.
Yeah, it was really,
you gotta build up to it.
Yeah, it was really, really, really bad. So, you know, I laugh at it now and then listen to the stuff that I do today, and seeing the progress and how much better I've gotten. My delivery's gotten better. The stuff I talk about has gotten better. People I work with obviously has gotten better. So, just the love of my music has grown throughout the years. Once I started rapping, singing, and doing music about 2.5, 3 years ago, started doing that. And ever since then, I put out an album on my birthday. I'm working.
Dope album.
Yeah, it's dope.
So I say it's dope. Like people, obviously I'm sitting in front of you. You know me. I'm as real as it gets.
100%.
There's tracks that you have, and I'm like, But then there's tracks, and I'm like, damn, this shit is dope. Like, I'm going to tell you, I'm not just going to have you sit in the studio, and I'm like, hey, Dre, you're wasting time, you're wasting energy, shit's trash. But you understand what I'm saying? Like, nah, like, this is me telling y'all, like, looking into the camera, I'm telling y'all, this man has a talent with music to be, I've just started, you know, 3 years ago, and you know, the thing about it is like, he's a full-time fucking basketball, NBA All-Star, and he really, that's his hobby. I love it because you could be doing a lot of other negative hobbies.
For sure.
You understand? But you use your time in the creative process of making music, and you do a great job at it, you know. And I'm going to do something special for the fans during this podcast. I'm going to play 3 of your songs, and I want them to listen to it. And I want y'all to comment below once whatever platform we put it out. It'll be on iTunes. It'll be on Spotify. You know, I'm going to drop a comment or a link below or something to show you how the way to go download Andre's album on iTunes right now. He's gonna play 3 of his.
You want to hear your favorite one first?
I'm gonna hear my favorite song. This is my favorite song of him because it just shows a different range. He's like singing. When he sent me this, I was like, you could sing? Like the dude could sing, he could rap, he's got melodies, man. So I want y'all to peep it, take a look, drop a comment, tell me what you think.
You know I keep that heater.
They know I keep that heater. I'm laughing at y'all, little funny ass like Jerry Springer. 100K, that's just on shop for my senorita. I'm on the road, I think they said they must have caught the fever. This drink so muddy in my cup, I almost had a seizure. I fucked that bitch and then forgot she say I got amnesia. I hit one time and then she gone, I say bye-bye Felicia. Was doing drive-bys in the steamer, now I got the beamer. Wrist like a quarter key, my neck drip like Aquafina. I'm riding with the shooters right now. Hey. You try me in this shit you right now. I'm focused trying to get it right now. I'm focused trying to get it right now.
Yeah.
I'm riding with the shooters right now.
How we sound, Johnny?
I'm shining brighter in the lighthouse.
Yeah.
I'm focused trying to get it right now. I'm focused trying to get it right now. Try me, had them shooters standing right up on your steps. One call, they coming quicker than the Drake disc. Pusher, riding around with the bookers. Shooters with me mobbing deep, looking for the sugar. Where you at? Yeah, set the ball high.
Shout out my boy Tales.
Rookie of the year, look how many push that I put up. Yeah, my goals, focus trying to get it right. X on my phone, knowing that I'm on the fly. I'm riding with the shooters right now. You try me in this shit.
Alright, so we're gonna play another one. We're gonna play 3.
Well, this one is not. This one's not out yet. This is the one you like too.
Let me hear this one. Oh, this is crazy.
Yeah, this one is
like the production. He's falling right in line with the culture of music right now.
One call to Brody, he pull up right in a hurry. Shoot the place and light it up like Stephen Curry. Gang with me, I can't get my hands dirty now. Double cup, sipping, drinking, got no worries. They just scary, haters try to do me dirty. Show no mercy, I can't fuck it if she thirsty. Wanna hurt me cause youngin' ain't got no worries. You not worthy, talking crazy, get you worried. Rolling paper, playing
song hard though.
Hey. I sit back and stretch while the bro got you on scope. Got you with the beam, red dot, color seeds. Tommy Hill on me, figure she want double C's. Roll him up till we stuck, that's the remedy. Don't bring your girl around the cruise, she gon' never leave. Hey, I heard you was broke, that's a tragedy. Money falling in my lap, I call it gravity. 100 cuties in my castle, call me majesty. I don't rap for free, don't be mad at me.
Okay.
They just scary, haters try to do me dirty. Show no mercy, I keep fucking if she thirsty.
Yeah. Final last one right here.
This one is more of an island song.
Yeah, you gotta show the range. Ooh. Is this the one with my man on it?
Nah, this is with Tails. I can't play that one, bro. It's a contract issue.
Facts.
Yeah,
Facts.
Can't use that one yet. Can't use that one.
Yeah. So now you're going international with it right here.
Yeah, this is it's a Jamaican type vibe, reggae type.
Jamaican music.
Rotation. Everything in the location. We can get it power, we can get it power.
So you try and get on the top 100 list.
I don't wanna know if it's time to go. I oppose to stay with you. On the low, if we not together, we on the phone. Let me show you how I go to bat for you.
Hey.
If the cops come, I'll take the bat for
Hey.
you. Baby, that's how you know I'm down with you. Hey, when I'm down, running like you count with you.
Dope, man. Dre, man. Listen, man, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you even more. Y'all realize, y'all don't understand, it is 1:39 in the morning right now. We are not tired. This man is running on all type of energy. He probably could go get another 20 rebounds if he wanted to. If he wanted to. Once again, man, thank you. Remy Workouts Roundtable, Episode 3.
Oval table.
It's been oval table, but it's really the round table. There's some bosses at the head. You know what I mean? I appreciate you, coming on the show, showing love, man. My brother for life. You already know, man. So wrapping up, Remy Workouts Roundtable, Episode 3, man.